Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's grab a beverage of your choice, because today we are going to be reviewing the Deviant, written by James Tinian IV, drawn by Joshua Hickson, and lettered by Hassan. Okay, let's just go with that. I cannot pronounce that last name, and I'm not going to try. And it is published by Image Comics. This is a really kind of a messed up story. Alright? It is basically a Christmas horror story. Starts out Chicago, December 2023. Has a dude at a mall. Christmas, all the Christmas stuff. You got the line for people going up to see Santa. And there's a guy and his boyfriend, I guess, there, and it's just like, okay. And you can tell he's bugged by something. Then it switched back to Milwaukee, 1973. So, and you have someone sneaking around a mall, and they find a dead body at the Christmas tree. And the cops show up, and there's kind of this big murder there, and all their fighters are disposed of, and then someone comes after the cops, and it's a guy dressed like Santa. Then we switch back to Milwaukee, December 2023. The guy from the beginning, he is either a reporter or a novelist who is now interviewing the old man who was convicted of that murder. And there is a connection between the guy doing the interview and the old man, in a sense, because the old man who did the murder, he's been locked away forever, and the novelist, he was a kid growing up back in the day, and he first heard about the killings because the house there where the murders took place, or whatever, he got talked into breaking into with a friend. And so he is interested in the story. And he's doing an investigation or trying to get the guy to talk about his reasonings behind it. And it's a pretty messed up story. Just because the guy doing the investigation, you can tell he's kind of curious and he doesn't want to reveal too much about himself. But the old man is just this creepy old man who is not cooperating the way the gentleman wants him to, and it gets it gets into some uncomfortable territory for the guy. And then it turns out that there are a new set of killings happening with someone dressed up in the same fashion. So, is there a connection between the old man who did the original killings and now, or is there a copycat? And I'm assuming the novelist is going to have to do the investigation and figure out what's going on. It's a really good book. James Tynion, when he's taken away from the restraints of like corporate editorial, sort of like I guess what happened to him with at DC and stuff like that, he can do his own stuff. He does really good work, and I enjoyed this book. Not a big fan of his Department of Truth stuff, just because it started out really well, but then it just got too deep into the, trying to out the X-Files and stuff, and the art was not good in that. But this is what he does, is him doing the stuff right. So I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5 and say get it. Just the art could be a little bit better. And he does something that he puts in every book, which he needs to stop doing. If you've read his stuff before and you'll read this one, you know what I'm talking about. He needs to stop doing every book. He has the same thing with one of his characters, and it just needs to stop happening. But other than that's why this one gets knocked out a bit. But other than that, it's a really good book. I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5, and you can get the art a little bit better. But I recommend it, and if you like James Tynion, get it, because it's a good Christmas horror story. And so like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy your book.